Welcome back to Yoga Insider Podcast. I'm your host, Alex Waycott. Today's episode is a short little chatty check-in episode. I wanted to give you a quick little update about something exciting, like an exciting change that is coming to the podcast soon. But first of all, I just want to say I hope you're well wherever in the world you are tuning in from today. I feel like I say this all the time, but I literally can't get over the fact that we have listeners in so many different countries around the world. Like, I just love the idea of having an international podcast, and the fact that there are yoga teachers from like so many different places tuning in is so cool to me. So let me know where you're listening from and leave a comment if you are listening on a platform where comments are allowed. But before I get into the little update, I was working on like this kind of workbook type manual over the last week for an upcoming training that I'm offering. And I just want to share this because I feel like it's probably going to be relatable for some of you. But I have this really kind of bad habit where every single time I run like a training or a workshop, I always want to completely overhaul the whole thing, even if I've taught it before. Like, for example, every time I run a 200-hour training, I always want to like completely change the manual, even though like I have a manual that I've written and it's been approved and like, everything that's needed is there. And I'm not quite sure like where that comes from. I don't know if it is perfectionism or like this idea that things need to just keep getting better and better. Like, obviously, I love the idea of refining our work and, going back and looking over things that we've done before and like making changes to them. And I do that. But anyways, I was putting together a workbook for this training that I'm teaching on the weekend. And like, I've taught this training before, other versions of it. Like, obviously, every training is a little bit different every time. But I have a workbook that I made, a couple of years ago, and it's great. Like, I didn't need to change anything. And so I kind of had to stop myself and be like, okay, it's fine to like make some little refinements, but like you don't need to create a brand new workbook or a brand new manual every single time you run a training. Like, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. So if you are like me and you have this tendency of like wanting to do that all the time, please just remind yourself that like it's okay to reuse the work that you've already done and like that work that you've put in the past. And I feel like this applies to teaching classes as well. Like, you don't have to come up with something brand new every single time you teach. It's okay to like go back to old, teaching books and reteach sequences from the past. So if you needed to hear that, or maybe this is just like a little bit of solidarity, if you are like me. But anyways, it was good. I ended up just like making some small changes, going and like getting the workbooks printed out and trusting that they're going to be just exactly what's needed for this weekend. But the, on the other subject that I wanted to share today just quickly is that I feel like I'm getting ready with Yoga Insider to start bringing some guests onto the podcast. And I'm pretty excited about it. When I started Yoga Insider Podcast, I knew that I would always have guests eventually. But my intention over the last 7 months or so, however long it's been, has really just been to like find my own footing with podcasting. This is totally new to me, and there's obviously so much work that goes into creating a podcast behind the scenes, and not just like the tech side of things and the preparation and like making sure that the conversations and content I share are relevant, hopefully, to yoga teachers who are listening, but also just the act of like talking to a camera for an extended period of time. And, sometimes even like today's podcast, sharing your thoughts like as they come to you. I feel like that just like takes a lot of practice. And so when I started the podcast, I really just wanted to take as much time as I needed to get comfortable on my end and make sure that like things were dialed in before I started bringing in guests and asking for their time and their energy on the podcast. And yeah, it's just been kind of a more intuitive thing where I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm at the place now where like I'm ready to start sharing the space with other people and bringing other people on to have conversations. And yeah, so that's a change that's going to be coming. And I want to let you know that I'm going to be doing some kind of like test interviews coming up. So bear with me if the tech isn't perfect. I know that like we'll be able to kind of get it smoothed out over time. And I'm still like going to keep doing solo episodes as well, but just know that there's going to be some guests coming in, and I'm really excited to share those conversations with you. So if you have like a dream yoga teacher guest that you want me to interview, somebody that you really want to see on the podcast, maybe it's you, let me know. Like I'm open to hearing your feedback and hearing your ideas. And yeah, it feels like an exciting milestone for Yoga Insider to be at this point. And again, like another learning curve, there's always something to learn with the podcast. So yeah, that's my update that I wanted to share with you, is that guest interviews are coming soon. And then, it won't just be my voice, but there will be other perspectives on the podcast, which I think is always a good thing, so that it's not just me sitting in an echo chamber with myself. So I hope you are as excited about that as I am. And yeah, I can't wait to share the first guest interview with you. So that is the update that I wanted to share this week. Just a short and sweet little check-in. Once again, thank you so much for being here, for like listening and sharing the podcast. It means so much to me. So I will see you next time on Yoga Insider.